Greetings from Cybertron. This is SoundJack here with a review of the Transformers The Last Night Autobots Unite Deluxe Class Autobot Hot Rod, or as you would say in the movie, Hot Rod. In a terrible French accent, even though his voice actor was French. I don't know. Anyway, what we got here is Autobot Hot Rod in his vehicle mode. This toy is this is a very accurate representation of a Lamborghini Centenario, I believe that's how it's said. And he is a heavy retool of Age of Extinction Lockdown, who transformed into a Lamborghini Aventador. Though the shells are very different, and a lot of the robot bits are going to be a bit different, and some of the transformation steps are going to be somewhat different. But unfortunately, I do not have a Age of Extinction Lockdown with me to compare it to, so you'll just have to take my word for that, or just go online and look at some other comparisons. But before we get into Hot Rod proper, I do want to take a quick look at the packaging, just because it's hilarious. Mainly because, well, yes, it is a Walmart exclusive and a part of the Autobots Unite Walmart exclusive toy line, which all of the Hot Rod toys are Walmart exclusives, though some of them are appearing on Amazon, so I don't know, and the Transformers on the side. The funniest thing about this box is that Hot Rod is on the front of the box, but Bumblebee is in a more prominent spot on the front of the box, and that's just funny to me. And then he's Autobot Hot Rod, there's Autobot Hot Rod, he's a Deluxe class, Autobots Unite. Hot Rod's on the side. He is a Brash Warrior. On the top, just that. On the bottom, that. On the back, you get his stock photography and actual bios. He actually has a bio, which is a very rare thing for the Last Night toys. So, that's surprising. But anyway, enough with the box. Let's take a closer look at Hot Rod himself. He's a very, very sleek car, very sleek Lamborghini. He's even got the Lamborghini logo on the front right there. A lot of his body is made out of this translucent plastic. I think it's got a bit of a yellowish-ish tinge to it, though it's really hard to tell. The headlights, the windscreen, and this back window all are. And in regular lighting, like this is, you can see like the hood's all painted black here, but like you get it on the right light and you can like kind of see through it a little bit, like right there. So it's like they did it, but like maybe you needed a couple more layers to like really cover that up, because you can see through like gaps like right there that are presumably all black. But the lighting is very strange on working on this toy. He is predominantly black with that clear plastic. There is an Autobot symbol right there, nice silver Autobot symbol, and some red stripes going along the bottom of the car mode, and a little bit of red going along the windows right there. He does have silver on his wheels, and they all do roll. Nothing much on the back, just in some nice detailing, and then underneath you just got legs and a head, and the top of a head right in between his legs. That's a little awkward. But anyway, he is a car, so he does roll very nicely on all four of his wheels. And there's no accessories that come with him whatsoever, which is very surprising and disappointing. I would have loved to see him come with his time gun that he had in the movie. But unfortunately, he does not have that. So let's get right on to the size comparisons. Here he is with Legends Class Bumblebee. And you can see how they scale. Deluxe Class Chrome Dome. And you see how they scale. Voyager Class Megatron. And you see how they scale. And Leader Class 6-Shot. And you can see how they scale. So that's all there is to say on Hot Rod in his vehicle mode. So let's roll right along to the robot mode. And to start that, we are going to start by untabbing these front wheels from basically the hood of the car. Or since he appeared in the UK, let's call it the bonnet. This is predominantly tabbed together through a tab right there going into a slot in there, and this tab supposedly going in a slot right there. That slot right there. However, it's very, I don't think I've actually got them in together. I think like this one looks like it's kind of just sitting there, but like it's weird. Basically what your focus is on is to get in that tab into that slot right there, because that's going to make it lay flush. If you're focusing on putting in this tab, you're probably not going to actually get that to end up laying flush. See, you got to focus on there, and then that will just like, and then you, focus on this, then do that one. If you focus on this one, you're not going to get this in place properly. So you're going to untab that, and then this back piece is just going to untab. This is a very, very loose tab. Actually, that tab goes into that slot there or there. Yeah, it's actually probably that. Yeah, it's that slot right there. If you can see, because there is a lot of black going on. Yep, there and there. Now we'll untab. Now we'll untab. We'll untab that. Everything untabs. You'll do that. You'll just get that out of the way. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the legs and you're going to fold them down like so. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to come, you're going to untab that middle piece right there. There's very small tabs that hold all these panels together. When you're transforming an image to the vehicle mode, there's a lot of panels you got like get over other panels and a lot of very tiny tabs. So there's going to be a lot of pulling and moving bits around to get it all to line up correctly, but it's not insanely difficult as compared to some other movie toys, but be aware there is going to be a lot of panel lining ups. So you do that, and you're going to flip from that mushroom peg right there. You're going to rotate that entire section all the way around, like so, and then you can get the lower body and legs in proper position. We'll focus on the legs for now. You untab them. This tab goes into a slot right there. Rotate the legs down, fold the feet down, rotate the legs around, fold the feet down. There you got lower torso hot rod. Fold those chest pieces in. There you got that. Okay. The next one's going to happen. You're going to untab all of that. Tab this whole windscreen, and then you're going to fold it up on this hinge, and it's all going to collapse on the back like so. There is an extra hinge like right here, and I'm not sure why that's needed, because like it just is going to fold up like this. Maybe that was the leftover from Lockdown's transformation, and I'm just forgetting that was a part of it. Okay, so next thing's going to happen is this entire backpack's going to fold down on this hinge and this on those hinges, and that tab is going to go into a slot right there. And that all tabs together nicely, and then sometimes it just folds in, but then you're going to take these very tiny panels right there and just collapse them in a bit. That may pull the tab holding the backpack together off of Hot Rod, so just put the tab back in. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to come down. You're going to rotate that arm all the way around, and then you're going to flip that section up and revealing the hand. You'll do the same on the other side. That up, down, and there you have Hot Rod in his robot mode, and it looks very nice. Only thing I wish they did a little bit was retool the feet to make him look a bit more like Hot Rod's movie feet. I don't know why that's the thing that's bothering me about the inaccuracies between the toy and the movie versions, the feet, because those were definitely Lockdown feet, and those are definitely not Hot Rod's feet, but I mean, overall, they did a very nice job of retooling Lockdown into Hot Rod. I'm not sure why they did that instead of like making a new toy, but hey, whatever. But coming in closer here, you got his head. You've got his head right there. It is got silver, red, and blues going on all over it, including black and black. There's even some black in those eyes right there, so that's very interesting. Got a lot of silver going on this chest and these lower abdomen section right there. You got the windscreen pieces right there that you saw before. legs. You got a lot of black, you got a lot of silver, you got a lot of red going on in here. I can't even tell you what like the base color is supposed to be for that piece, but like it's got all the colors going on. And so the lower legs, the feet themselves are just purely black, but that's fine. That's completely fine. Arms, you got a lot of things going on. You got wheels everywhere. You got the bumper going on there, and then you got like silver going on here, and then this this hand, which is a little like weird because of how the hand works, just because of how the transformation works. So the hand looks a little weird, but like it'll still hold 5mm weapons, as most Transformers nowadays do. Same thing with the other side. And then the back is just all the hood of the car, which most Transformers do, but at least this folds up fairly nicely. I've seen better, but certainly not the worst. But yeah, and that's all. And that's look at Hot Rod. Articulation-wise, he's got a head that is able to rotate 360 and is able to bob up and down a little. Not too much side to side, but it is on a ball joint there. His arms are able to rotate a full 360 and are on ball joints, and they can go down like that. They can go out a bit, mostly using this hinge right there to articulate on, because of how the ball joint is shaped. It doesn't like to give him too much outward movement. Either that, or I was just getting caught on a lot of the car pieces, because this arm is the arms are a little hard to articulate because there's just so much kibble going on. But you can get it there. There is a swivel allowing the arm to rotate 360. An elbow bend gives him, hold on, less than 90 degrees of articulation there. Nothing at the wrists because of how the transformation works. Nothing at the waist. His legs are very strong on ratchets, and they're able to bend that far forward. If you get kibble out of the way, well, actually, you can just make him do a full 360 with his legs if you get them to articulate properly. So that's a thing. just full 360. Legs are able to bend that far out. And then there is a knee bend that goes 90 degrees. There is a swivel down here, and the feet is able to pivot down that far, and then not too far up, but like that's kind of like where you want the feet to position, I think. Yeah, but you get a little bit. You get a little bit of movement. You can get him leaning a little forward, but not too much upward movement on that. And like I said, there's no accessories to go along with Hot Rod, so let's get into some robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Legends Class Bumblebee, and you can see Bumblebee comes up to like right about where the top of the legs are. Deluxe Class Chrome Dome, and Hot Rod is a fair bit taller, even without the kibble. His head is a bit taller than Chrome Dome's head. Voyager Class Megatron. And Hot Rod comes up to like right in those stickers right there. And Leader Class 6-shot. If 6-shot will stand up straighter, yeah. And Hot Rod actually comes up to about the top of those skirt panels right there. And actually just get all 6-shot in frame. And then, of course, here he is with the channel's mascots, Soundwave, and Wheeljack if Soundwave will stand up properly. And you see how he looks next to them. So, yeah, Hot Rod's neat. He's nice. I do kind of wish they did an original mold for him, but I mean, the mold they took him from worked very well. I wish he came with his weapons, especially at like the initial retail $20 price point. Though, I mean, Walmart's been selling him for like about 15 and change recently, so that's better. He does have some very nice paint going on in his robot mode, so like, the paint on this guy is nice. It's just, was that really worth not putting in a weapon? Not putting in a new weapon for him? But I don't know. He's alright. He's cool. He's interesting. Not as many problems as some other movie toys. So he's a nice choice if you liked him and you want to get him, get him. If not, oh well, you save some money. But yeah, that's all I have to say on Hot Rod, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SoundJack426. Also, please consider donating on my Patreon page to help support the channel. All of the links will be in the description below. Thanks for tuning in. This is SoundJack signing off.